So my name is Shazwana. I'm a graduate from NTU and I majored in biological sciences. So for me, I went for my summer school exchange at South Korea and I went to Songkyungkwan University, so short form of it is SKKU. I went during the summer break after in year 2. Why I chose Korea? Because it was just a country that I wanted to go to, and why I chose the school because SKKU was fairly easy for SBS students to course match. Like you can match anything like for example neurobiology to like a mod in SKKU. So the thing about summer school is it's just simply better to course match prescribed electives, because for prescribed electives these are like your core modules, like your second core modules. So you definitely need to clear them. The good thing about summer school is because it's pass-fail, right? So you don't have to get an A, you just have to pass. You should try to go to schools where most of your friends are at. It's just simply easier and there's a support system for you. There's a lot of admin stuff you have to do. First and foremost, you have to sign up with GEM Discover because the school needs to allow you to go for summer school before you can sign up to the school itself. As long as you get like a GPA of 2.5 and above, you are qualified for GEM Discover, and it just depends on vacancy. If the school you apply has a vacancy, then the school will let you go. For SBS students, so far like my friends and I, there's not much issue, like all of us just get in. But there are other courses that are more competitive to get to summer school. Visa wise, I don't remember applying for visa, so I think you don't need a visa to go Korea. But do take note of the time limit that you can stay there, because I think in Korea you can only stay for a certain amount of period, so do check that. I stayed for 1.5 months and there's about 41 days. You have to sign up with the school, you have to pay the tuition fees, you have to have your finances outright, you have to apply insurance, budget yourself. Do you want to bring all the kuah from home, you know, all those things, because it's harder to find there. It's even better to have like a Google Doc to plan it out, so it's just easier. And the tip here is, the more friends you go with, the easier it is to find prompts. For me, I pay like $500 a month, and that's considered cheap in Korea because Korea is actually quite an expensive place to stay for a longer period. So if you have to split among lesser people, it's just harder. And if you get those apartments, you can cook in the house itself. So yeah, do think through what you need to do. The thing about summer school is, right, even though it's in Korea, it feels like in Singapore because everyone in Singapore goes there. When you go to SKKU, it's all Singaporeans there. So integration wise, you don't have to worry at all. You won't feel outcasted. But there are still international students, they will come from other lands. So do talk to them because you will gain a new perspective. It's not the same mingling with people from your own land. But the main challenge during the exchange, I think, was definitely food, because you know, Korea is not halal friendly, so it was definitely hard to find halal food, and their halal spots mainly in Itaewon. So if you go out in Itaewon, right, you have to like really search. Like for example, like Gangnam, does Gangnam have halal food? Does, for example, you go to, let's say, Daejeon, does Daejeon have halal food? So it just depends on where you go. Before going to these places, do your research, you know, check out the opening hours, because the opening hours are also like not like in Singapore, and sometimes they only open a certain period. If you walk past the store, do go in and ask them, oh, do you open today? Like what days do you open? Can I know your opening hours? It will just be easier for you. If you're not like the eating out type of person, cook your own food. It's just cheaper to cook your own food, and it's easier to just pack it in your bag also. Me and my friends, all of us, we always pack, bring our lunch boxes when you go out, and it's just like a precaution in case. Other than that, you can drop by their convenience stores, get your Google Translate, take photo and translate it, and then you will, inshallah, it should be safe for you. My tip is just, you don't have to plan. Like, it's just basically doing like informative research and making sure like you know what you want to do, you know where you want to stay. Better to stay in like 6-bed dormitory kind of thing. It's just cheaper because like it's only like $20 a night compared to staying in a hotel. But I think it depends on your own financial needs or financial capabilities. Even like the 2-star hotels are just enough. The one I stayed in Busan, I didn't expect this kind of high standards. You know, even the shared toilet was just very worth my money. When you choose accommodations, do take note where the stations are, because your wanted destination could actually be like 10-15 minutes walk with hills from the station. I think the main worry for a lot of people is the flight and the tuition fees. For me, my tuition fees for 2 modules I had to pay 2,000 SGD, so I used PSEA. My accoms and my flight, I think I used PSEA. The thing about PSEA, you can use for your tuition fees, your flight, your accoms, your insurance. Now, the only thing that I think won't cover is your own expenses, food, transport, but there's definitely financial assistance and grants for those who need it. The school will definitely help you. Don't worry about it. I would say for anyone who is half-hearted about going on summer school, just go guys. It's really worth, because you're staying overseas, you're studying overseas, you get the freedom that you don't get here in Singapore. It's definitely an experience you won't get. When you get out of uni, you won't get this kind of experience anymore. Because when you get out of uni, where you go? It's gonna be work. If you're scared about being away from home, it's only 1 month. 1 month passes by very quickly. For those who are afraid of going overseas for long periods, this is definitely a good alternative compared to a semestral exchange. Just not that long. So if you're half-hearted, just go. It's a good experience. Legit, I just say, just go guys. Just go.